Welcome to the Shake and Safe installation guide. If you have not chosen which latch to use, please refer to Choosing the Right Shake and Safe Latch video. Basic tools and carpentry skills are all that's needed for most installations. For cabinets with existing knob holes, use those holes unless you want to fill and refinish. For cabinets without knob holes, measure and using masking tape, mark your knob location. If you have a lot of holes to drill, there are cabinet hardware jigs for sale that greatly reduce the marking and drilling times and increase accuracy, especially for pulls requiring 2 holes. Holes need to be drilled out to 1/4 of an inch for the Shake and Safe latch. It is very important that the holes are perpendicular to the door. The Shake and Safe drill guide will do that. With the bit attached to the drill, slide the guide all the way over the bit, then line up the tip of the bit with the center of the existing hole. Slide the guide tight to the door and hold in place or clamp and drill. Use a block of wood on the backside as not to split the wood. Marking. Place a piece of masking tape on the edge of the door and the cabinet face adjacent to where the catch will go. Open the door and using a square, line up the center of the knob hole with the edge of the door and mark. Close the door and extend this mark to the tape on the cabinet. This will be used later to center the catch. On an overlay door, also scribe a line on the cabinet tape marking the edge of the door. Measuring. Inset door. The distance L from the center of the knob hole to the mounting surface where the catch will be mounted. Use this measurement to determine the latch length. Overlay door. Measure A, the distance from the knob hole to the edge of the door. Measure B, from the latch mounting surface to the scribed line. Subtract B from A to get L. Use this measurement to determine latch length. Choose latch. If L is between 1 1/8 inch and 4 inches, use the extended latch. Trim latch to size, see below. If L is between 7/8 of an inch and 1 1/8 inch, use the compact latch and shim catch to fit. If L is less than 7/8 of an inch, use compact latch and notch face frame. Latch mounting. Insert the latch into the hole. Using a square, line it up with the door edge. You can use double-sided tape to help hold in place. Screw it in place and don't over-tighten. Attach knob or pull. If using pulls, you will need the pull spring kit. When installing the extended latch, install the latch guide, lining it up with the latch body just above the start of the angle cut of the actual latch. Trimming extended latch to size. The Shake and Safe cutoff jig can be used with a fine-tooth handsaw or a power miter saw. Mount the cutoff jig on a scrap piece of wood and clamp to the work surface or miter saw to give you more control when cutting. Take measurement L from above, subtract 5/8 of an inch, take the result and measure on the long side of the latch, from the body of the latch toward the tip, and mark. This is your cut length. Place the extended latch in the jig, making sure that the latch is fully extended. Place the guide on the jig and line up the angle side with your mark. Snug up the side screws first, then the guide thumb screw to secure the latch. Depending on the cut, leave room for the width of the saw blade, then cut. After cutting, loosen the thumb screw to remove the latch. For multiple latches with the same measurement, leave the guide in place and just slide in a new latch and cut. Face frame notch. Where L is less than 7/8 of an inch, make a rectangular notch 1 3/8 inches wide by 7/8 of an inch minus measurement L deep. Center the notch on the mark. Cut side trim to size with the scissors and attach with the catch. Catch mounting. Inset door. The catch should be mounted the thickness of the door back from the front of the cabinet. Center on the mark. Overlay doors. The front of the catch should be mounted the same distance as the back of the door is in front of the cabinet. Center on the mark. Install screws in the center slots. Check the latch operation and make any adjustments needed. Then install the rear screws to lock position. Enjoy your shake and safe latches with the knowledge your cabinet contents are safe in the shaking.